Hi everyone, Adrienne Everheart here. I hope you can hear me okay. The sea is roaring today. And I just wanted to make a live video. I'm here at a beautiful little island retreat I like to go to sometimes. And this has become my place. The ocean's a place where I can come and just relax and get back to who I am without a lot of distractions. Of course, I'm still making a live video, so I don't know. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the importance of circular dating. I get a lot of emails and questions about circular dating, like what is it? How do I use it? How does it really help me? So I wanted to tell you a quick story about this actual island that I'm on right now that I love to come to. So I had a week-long trip planned here. I just want to show you how beautiful. You can see the pier. It's very beautiful. I had a week-long trip planned with me and my boyfriend, and 2 days before we were leaving, he broke up with me. Wow. So I tearfully drove myself to the beach and checked in and started calling lots of ex-boyfriends just to see if they were around and wanted to come spend time with me maybe. And I was able to occupy some of my time, as you can imagine. But the whole time I was at the beach, I was a mess. I was a mess because my heart was broken. I had so many questions. And why wouldn't this man want to be with me in one of the most beautiful places I know of? What was that all about? So I wanted to tell you the difference between circular dating and just distracting yourself, okay? Because one is going to really help you find a loving, long-lasting partner that's going to last a lifetime. And the other is going to have you spinning your wheels stuck in the same place because you're just distracting yourself instead of feeling what you're feeling. So one of the great things about circular dating is when you circular date, you are just dating lots of men. And you might only chat with one of them online. Let's call that a date. Because you're going to find out that that man wasn't right for you. But here's the great thing you're going to do. Even if you just chat with him online for half an hour, you're going to be able to use your tools that I'm going to teach you on how to lean back. Now let's look at leaning back, for example. If you were to put me down 7 years ago to chat with a man, I would be like, how are you doing? What's going on? What do you do for a career? I would lead the whole conversation. I wouldn't allow him to be the man. And I would just be leading it the whole time in my boy energy. And that's not how you connect to a man's heart. That is not how you do it. You let the man lead and you see where it goes. And here's the other great thing about that. Your life is going to be so much more relaxed. You're going to feel so much better not having to do the work in the relationship. It's an amazing, beautiful thing. So that's just one tip that I wanted to share with you about leaning back, not doing the work, and letting the man come to you when you circular date. So when you're distracting yourself, you're going on date after date after date after date, just keep my mind off my ex, you know. And that's all well and fine. It's important that you give if you've just broken up, you give that man some time away from you where you're not contacting him and you're not reaching out with him. Now, some people call that no contact. I call it just getting your head straight and giving him some space and time to feel what it feels like to be without you. Because in that one moment of bravado, in that one moment of machismo and strength he was having, he said, you know what, I don't need you and goodbye. But then he has to live with it. And then the next day he has to live with it. And the next day he has to live with it. And then he has to tell his friends and family, well, where's Adrienne? I thought you guys were going to the beach this week, you see. But if you're calling him and you're texting him and you're reaching out to him and you're in your boy energy and you're trying to figure out what went wrong and how can we get back together and don't you still love me and how could you do this? How could you do this to me? How could you be so sweet and loving and kind to me one minute and break up with me the next? So when you're asking him all those questions and you're in that energy, the man can't get peace to think and really feel his way through about what he's done. So let's go back to distracting yourself versus I'm going to feel myself. I'm going to feel my feelings. I'm going to feel what comes up. I'm going to cry when I want to cry. I'm going to be sad. I'm going to miss this person. And allow yourself time to do that. Not all day, but segment it. So, you know, there are several stages to grief, and there's a wonderful book about grief. I can't remember the title, but one of the tips that I found so valuable was it said, set aside time each day to grieve. So even when you're at this beautiful location or it's your birthday and they broke up with you days before your birthday, it recently happened to a client of mine, set aside time to grieve. So you're not grieving all day, but you're setting aside specific time to cry your eyes out because you miss this person. And then I want you to ask yourself, do you want a loving, long-lasting relationship with one man? Is that what you want? And if the answer is yes, I want you to go out and date at least 5 men. The man I'm with right now that I love, and big things are happening, I'll share them with you later, but he was date number 5 for me. And every other guy was just like, what am I even doing? And even date number 5 was, I had been his email, we were chatting, I had been putting him off date after date after date, and we kept emailing, and finally I said, okay, I'll go. It was Christmas night. What am I gonna do? I went on a date with him and we fell in love. So that is the amazing power of circular dating and keeping your options open until you find that man that you want to walk into the sunset with. I'm on the East Coast, so it's over there. But you get what I'm saying. So anyway, I'm wishing you much love on this beautiful Saturday night. I hope you're having a great time. As always, email me, go to my website, and don't forget I have a free class on Tuesday, and I have a very special guest for you on Tuesday that's coming up in just a little bit over a week and a couple days. I'll talk to you soon.